Hi Kim. Yeah, thank you very much for doing this. This is looking really good. I think it's in terms of going in the direction that we're looking for. Like you say, I think we've got to really not hide behind our point of difference, which is personalized service and speaking to us. So yeah, we need to not be scared to have our faces on the website, I guess, and just try and present ourselves. So yeah, I think I like this kind of I guess we've got the comments on. The only reason I'm making this video actually is because I wanted to just talk around the one part that I just think is important, and that's this one. So I think these the color changes that Bianca has recommended. I agree with her, and the few things that she's mentioned here, I agree with. This was, of course, the one that I want to really focus on. The quiz part, just trying to bring that out and make sure that that's something that becomes a real point of difference and something that's not missed. I think the way it's done at the moment is good. It's not a criticism at all. But I'm just wondering if there's something that we can do to make sure that it's even more difficult to miss, or it's more sort of engaging. There's this example at 180 Wellness Asia. Not to say that I think it's done particularly well or as I imagine it, but this is the kind of thing I'm wondering. As I said before, is it possible to start with the first step of the questionnaire to get people intrigued about what's going to be involved in the questionnaire? And these guys have, it's not a questionnaire as such, this is just a one pager, but this is an example of how they've kind of integrated, I guess, contact form. But this could easily be the first step of the questionnaire. I'm not saying that I love this, but it's just an illustrative example of what I might be thinking of, and I don't know whether it's something that you ever thought or an idea of how it could be integrated. Yeah, obviously all this stuff is just for illustrative purposes at the moment, but I think, yeah, general direction is pretty good. So yeah, happy with that and happy for it to be, sort of polished and integrated and worked on a little bit more. The thing that I mentioned actually that might also be confusing is I mentioned about the sections being bigger. I know this isn't a real this isn't a real this is just a InVision's not a real, what would you call it, these aren't real web pages, so they're not displaying as they would do in a browser. But looking at Apple as being as a good example, I I do like the way the sections are so sort of, well, this may be a bit too big actually, but I'm just saying that I like sort of, I think when you've got very different messages in each section, then big sections perhaps become more clear and more defined and more interesting visually and more, yeah, appealing, I guess, because it just becomes so clear what's, what each marketing benefit or highlight is. So again, I know this isn't final, it's just a mock-up, but just wanted to get your opinion on that and see whether you agree with that kind of way of spacing things out and laying things out. Anyway, yeah, I think that's basically it, and the other feedback's sort of written down somewhere. But yeah, really happy with everything, and we think it's going in the right direction. So super pleased. Okay, I'll stop this now. Thanks.